Believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gun Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke at some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against a cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we have that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot little pick, dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audits. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. But I'm in a stall, she cried. Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom, DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy, because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while. The woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom. And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh, man, I love that. It was great.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, all you beautiful people, and welcome to the stream. Rise and shine with Hezokuai. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Let's see who we got on board today. Let's see. Nancy Marcho, first. Gotcha. What's up? How's it going? Let's see. And then we got Lord KJW. What's up? Terry Barnes. What's up? Elweed Skador in the house. All right. News Now Enemy. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Terry Barnes. Salacious. What's up? How's it going? Good to see you. As always, let's see. Terry Barnes, KJW, Enemy, Salacious. It's a beautiful rise and shine with Hezokuai morning. That's right. It's the hers day for the ladies. All right. Little Chihuahua, Big World. What's up? Elweed Skador, Terry Barnes. Who else we got? Salacious, Enemy, Nancy Marcho. Let's see. We got a lot of wonderful people here today. We got Terry Barnes in the house. Hooray. We got Nancy Marcho lining up. We got Machine Head, number 58. He's a Deep Purple fan, and they're so great. And then we got Colrack, the mystical orc from the land of awesome sauce. We got Machine Head 58, Little Chihuahua, Terry Barnes, Salacious, Quiet Lamb, what's up? Mobile Today Plowing. Oh, yeah, snow up. I remember that stuff. Let's see, Little Chihuahua, Terry Barnes, Salacious. I am back. What's up? I ain't seen you in a minute. I would have noticed that stupid green and yellow jersey. Little Chihuahua, Quiet Lamb, Salacious, Jerry Potier, what's up? Let's see, Voodoo, Salacious, Machine Head, Terry Barnes, what's up? Scott Ammo, what's up? P. Barnes II, what's up? News Now Enemy, Jenny, let's see, who else? Machine Head, Terry, Jenny, KJW, P. Barnes, Salacious. Analyze is in the house. What's up, Analyze? Great to see you again. Carl's Order of the Squirrels. I thought notifications were on the fritz. I don't know. Notifications have always been weird. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I don't know how that stuff goes. Norfolk Southern Pokey District, what's up? And a big shout out to Big West, doing very well as an anti-frauditor and making a good pot of coffee. Oh, and you're going to make a good pot of I thought you were saying Big West, he's not only is he doing well, but damn, does he make a good pot of coffee. You're saying, and now I'm going to go make a pot of coffee. I got you. Like, how do you know what Big West's coffee tastes like? The Forgiven Jerry, what's up? Ole, vato. All right. Let's see. Good morning, Carl. Morning. Oh, Carl's out of the scores. Okay, Terry Barnes. Korak, let's see who else. Analyze, Salacious, Nancy, Forgive It, Jerry, Jenny. Looks like I might be. Oh, Society Red, what's up? Good to see ya, always. Internet God, what's up? How's it going? Maggie K, good morning. Good to see you. Stan Hankins, how's it going? Let's see. Salacious, Forgive It, Jerry, Stan Hankins, Norfolk Southern Pokey District. Let's see, who did I miss? Leland Squirrels. There we go. All right. Great to see you. Dino, what's up? All right. All right, now I think I'm all caught up. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's Thursday. Just little couple of little announcements and a few little things I want to go over before we start the show proper. As of last night, I now have almost the entire month of March booked for my Saturday show. I've only got one Saturday still open. So this Saturday, the I kept my calendar open just for that. Here it is. Okay. This Saturday, the 18th is, 18th is over. Today's the 23rd. This weekend, the 25th, is Doc Danger. Then next weekend, March 4th, is Blue Bear's going to be my guest on my Saturday show with me and Frauditor News Network. And then on Saturday, March 11th, Frauditor News Network and I are going to have the wonderful guest commentator auditors going to be on. And then on the 25th, we're going to have Mark Stout from Frauditors Exposed is going to be our guest on the 25th. So the only one we still have open for March is the 18th, day after St. Patrick's Day. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, we got some good guests coming up. Blue Bear's going to be a blast. Mark Stout's going to be a blast. You know, we're going to have a lot of fun. Commentator auditor, of course, is always a good time when he's around. So, yeah, it looks like we're doing pretty good with that. For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, which nobody can deny. Nobody can deny, which nobody can deny. And, of course, as everyone knows, we got the Frauditor Voodoo Doll contest still going. It's almost the end of the month, but it ain't over yet. Any kind of, you know, whether it's a super chat or a membership or a super sticker or PayPal or any donation to the channel for any amount automatically gets you entered into the contest. First week of March, I'll pick a name out of a hat. The winner gets a voodoo doll of their own, a Frauditor voodoo doll. These things are beautiful, 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 handmade by Salacious. Not this. This isn't the one I'm giving away, but this is the one that I abuse on film. I'll actually show the one that I'm physically going to give away on the day of the drawing. The only difference is it's pure white, because see how this one has all the brown dots on it? And I haven't stabbed the crap out of it. It's only got 3 holes in it. And also my book. You can win a copy of my book as well. Signed copy. Excuse me. And if you wanted to buy the book, just flat out buy it. It's like $5. There's a link in the description below. You can get it on Amazon. And then, of course, I got my card game with the Frauditors versus the anti-Frauditors, or I call them Heroes versus Idiots cards. And if you wanted a full set of 110 cards, you'd have to email me about how to get them. But for the raffle, I'm giving away little booster packs, 10 cards per pack. So that'll be fun. We got that to look forward to. And now, Vestige of Peace, what's up? See, just catching up with the chat. All right, so now I'd like to begin. What the heck was it? Okay, so I'm going to start with a couple of requests. I got some requests between my email and my Discord for some videos that some people wanted to watch on the stream today. So we're going to go ahead and start with those. And we're going to start with a Vilified Freedom video. Yay! If I can find it. Where did it go? What the heck? What? All right, sorry, my computer's. Hey, this is one of the things with the live show, man. Sometimes you got to deal with live stuff. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Here we go. Oh, Vilified Freedom.
I don't know. I have a hard time with my eyes closed. All right. We covered this video a few years ago. I don't know if it's the same guy, but the voice sounds awfully familiar. You remember this guy, right? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I ain't got no problem being wrong. But I think it's the same guy. We could only go back to the future and let him know that he's going to get his rear handed to him by a security guard.
Hi.
What's that? I know our coupons for test golf today. We email that coupon right to you, and then you also get a chance to do our bingo.
Okay.
Do you want to enter your information?
Can I just do the Plinko thing?
Well, you have to enter your information. I'm sorry. Are you videotaping us?
They said, "Are you videotaping?" He hightailed up out of there. Talk about not having no grit.
Oh, dude, we already got, dude, they're already triggered, bro. We already got some triggered.
Because they asked you if you was recording. They're triggered. I mean, boy, your brain is failing you.
Looking for police, by the way, I think. She's already getting police, dude. Look at, she's already getting the police. Very funny.
I mean, it's kind of funny. You're the one who come up here to start a problem. What's wrong? You're just getting exactly what you're asking for. Don't go running away. Hold on a minute. They've got some jury for you.
She's crazy as well. Yeah.
Wait, you need something?
No, I'm just filming the festival. Okay.
Please not videotape people that don't
What?
If you could please not videotape the people, they would appreciate it.
Jay
This
Moore,
this is private property.
Are you sure?
First of all,
You're stupid.
let's just get that out the way.
It's private property.
Yeah,
So if you want to continue this behavior, I'll have them ask you to leave, and then if you won't leave, I'll arrest you. Understand that?
Yeah.
Sorry, did you say yes? You understand
I said,
that?
I think I did say that, yeah.
Okay, so if you can please not tape people.
Okay.
This is private property. If you don't stop them, then I have to ask you to leave.
Okay.
All right.
Now you heard him. The officer was nice to him, gave him very clear instructions. However, his lack of comprehension leads to a whole bunch of mistakes here this afternoon.
They don't have county street signs, city street signs.
This is private property.
Can you show me where
You can go
public
out on
is?
the public street and do whatever you want. You can tape the public all you want.
Is that public over there where that street sign says there's a street?
You can go out there and tape all you
This
want.
isn't though?
This is not. This is private property.
Okay. No, he's right. This is definitely private. Dude, he schooled me. He schooled me, guys.
Yes, he did. Too bad you're too stupid to heed the warning, huh?
It's definitely private, though. I'll show. He can't even ask. He can't ask me to leave though, because it's not the property owners have to ask me to leave, right?
See what I'm saying? Can't get out of his own way. I mean, this is why I don't feel sorry for him.
The property owners have to ask me to leave, right? The police can't ask me to leave unless the property owners ask me to leave. Oh, the camera.
All right. So I'm going to skip ahead. He's going to go just outside of the festivities here. And he's going to find someone on the side of the road. He's going to walk up and put a camera in their face.
Excuse me, can I help you? Get away from me. What are you doing?
Exclamation mark clip. Exclamation mark clip, boy.
Exclamation mark, call her old man, come down and thump you one.
Exclamation mark clip, boys. Do that exclamation mark for me, please. Exclamation mark clip for that. Yeah.
All right. Now, for me, That's oh man. That's the part that really got me. Like being a douche canoe while filming a big fair like that, like a carnival or whatever it was. Yeah, he was being a jerk and they were telling him, please stop filming, and he wouldn't and all that. But like if we weren't dealing with a frauditor, if this was just like a regular dude, I would understand it's something big and cool like that with all these different things going on that you might want to film it. Like it almost makes sense that you would want to film something like that. But, you know, obviously coming from a frauditor, you can't really stand up for him because you know what his actual motives are. And if you were thinking that he was literally just filming the festivities because they were cool and he wanted to film some of them, then why does he leave and immediately focus his camera on some random lady? And what happened to the excuse that I don't film random people unless they approach me first? He literally walked up to her, turned his camera around and focused on her, and she's just sitting there minding her own business. See, this is why when these idiots and their fans try to argue, they say like, oh, no, that doesn't happen. Oh, no, that's not what we're doing. Watch the videos. Forget the narration. Forget the false narrative. Forget the moving goalposts. Actually physically take your eyeballs and watch the video. And you will see with your eyes what these douche canoes are doing and why we think these people are scumbags. The narrative never matches the content, is what I was trying to say. Anyway, let's get back to this wonderful, wonderful, beautiful, fantastic video by our good friend, Vilified Freedom. Here's some more.
So
Don't like that. Yeah. Didn't take very long. Well, I'm on public now, so I wonder if we can see. Oh, there she is. She's over there. She's like, she's telling them something. She's telling him something over there. Now he's walking this way. She's pointing at me now. There she is. You guys can see her right there. She's pointing at me to the cops. See what the cops are going to say now. Okay. All right. Hello, what is she doing? Oh, she just went and told the cops I was filming her right here because she got so mad.
A few moments later.
Here they are. Oh, turn on their body cams. I know. I'm doing the worst right now.
Hello.
Can I help you?
Yeah, do you have your identification, please?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, we need some identification.
For what?
Trespass here.
I'm on a public sidewalk.
This is not.
There's a stop sign right there.
Okay, you're harassing people and we're getting complaints.
I'm not harassing anybody.
Yeah, you are.
By filming, I'm harassing.
No,
Can I get your? Oh, you're a sergeant, of course. Yeah. Of course, you're a sergeant.
You went up to a lady and you were harassing her.
She walked by me and asked me if I was recording. I told her yes, I'm recording.
Well,
Got a lie to fraud it. Woman was sitting down there. I think she might have been smoking a cigarette, talking on the phone or something. Went up, threw the camera in her face. As soon as she's approached by an officer, oh yeah, she was walking by me.
That's not harassing. You can't say I'm harassing somebody if I'm because it's constitutionally protected activity.
You're harassing somebody. Came out pretty easy.
Identification.
I'm not going to give you my identification.
Okay, then we're going to arrest you.
For what?
Okay, because I told you you're on private property.
This is public property right here. This is Webster. Is this Webster? Is this Webster right here?
This is all considered private property.
How though?
So here's what I'm going to explain. You're giving me trespass. I need your identification.
Okay, can you?
Or you need to leave.
Okay, I'll leave then. So can you? Because you said this was public right here. So can you? Okay, you told me. I have it on camera.
You went out
so
on a public street. You go across the street. That's a public street.
Okay, so
this is all considered part of the Kagan case.
If I stand right there, is that private?
This is all private property around these buildings.
It can't be. This is public. There's literally a street sign right there that says this is what. You can't buy it. You can't buy a public sidewalk.
That is 7th Street out there.
All right, I'm just gonna leave, dude.
Good. I wish you would.
Jay Moore. Boom.
Roasted.
You need to be retrained, dude, for real. Yeah, you get a life. You're a loser, dude. I'll pull you.
Notice he feels empowered, right? He thinks, oh, I've gotten away, so I can have a good bit.
Oh, I'll hold your oath, bro. Hold your oath. There's a reason why I film people like you, dude.
Because you saw other people doing it, and you chose to follow in their footsteps, hoping to get some easy money. But as in all, you haven't been successful at this. You feel to be bad at it. In fact, I don't even know if you qualify as an auditor. Every time I've ever seen you, you're getting your butt handed to you. You are really bad at this.
Yeah. You're a tyrant, buddy. What's your problem, bro? All right. Well, I'm on public now. Yep. You see this? You see this bus line? I pay for this.
This is not public property.
So now you're gonna get in my face?
I'm not in your face. I'm standing here. This is public property. I have a right to stand here, don't
I? You do have a right to stand here, just like I do.
Yeah. So stay here.
Oh man, you know you're gonna be seen by thousands of people, right? Like acting like a fool.
I don't think you have that many followers.
Roasted.
Oh.
You're not.
Okay, yeah. Okay, guys.
We're gonna be
125.
best friends today.
No, I don't
What's
think
your
so.
name?
No, none of your business.
Well, I just want to be your friend.
I don't want to be your friend. I don't be friends with tyrants, bro. I don't pay you to harass me, dude. I don't pay you to harass me. You are.
You don't pay no tax.
You are.
I'm standing here.
Why don't you just leave me alone?
I'm not going to.
You can't let go of your ego. You can't let go of your ego, can
We're
you?
gonna be attached at the hip for 12 hours.
Okay, well, you seems you can't let go of your ego, dude. You're being really unprofessional right now.
I don't think I am.
How'd you become a sergeant, dude? How'd you become?
That's another piece of what these guys do every time. It's getting that bad to me. Like in the old days, it was the whole, oh, what are you guys, Nazis? Oh, what are you guys, tyrants? Oh, what are you guys? I'm more like Rosa Parks. Those were the things they said that drove me nuts. But this one is starting to really get under my skin more and more every time I hear it. It's the whole, the frauditor won't drop their ego for 2 seconds to actually do what they're being explained that they need to do. So they accuse everyone else of not dropping their ego by asking them to do it. You're the one who's having a big ego. Your ego's too big for you to allow anyone to tell you what to do. Because your ego can't handle being told what to do. But you're going to accuse everybody else of having a big ego. Like, I don't think any of these idiots ever read anything by Sigmund Freud. I bet you half of them don't even know who that is. And whether you believe in Freudian psychology or not, ego, hello, like that's Freudian psychology right there. So if you're going to quote it and you have no idea what it means, you think a cop asking you to do something and you not doing it is him having a big ego and that he won't let go? You're the one who won't let go of your ego long enough to say, okay, fine, I'll stop filming. You're the one who can't let go of your ego long enough to say, all right, I understand, I'm on private property. You're the one who can't let go of your ego long enough to say, I'm sorry, all right, I'll go home. All right, I won't film. And put your camera down. You can't let go of your ego long enough to put the camera down for 5 seconds. And the other thing that he did just a minute ago, I really, 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 really want people to start doing this. Walk up close to the frauditor, and when they complain, ask them if walking up close to them is a felony or a misdemeanor. Ask them to quote which UCC code says exactly how many feet away you have to stand from somebody. Flip it on them. Dude, you're in my personal space. Because yesterday, one of the videos we were watching, right? The guy walked up close to the frauditor, and the frauditor pushed him back. He could have had the frauditor. If that was a frauditor, he'd have the guy arrested for assault. He would absolutely have had the guy arrested for assault. But because the frauditor pushed the guy, well, he was in my private space. Well, what law is that? What law says if somebody gets close to you, you're allowed to touch them? You're not. That's the whole point. They have to physically make contact with you first. I wish there was a dogs that could bite frauditors in the leg, and then I wouldn't go to jail for it. Then again, I might get put down. Damn it! I might be worth it just to bite one of these guys on the ankle.
Boosted liquor like this, dude. How long you been on the force for?
18 years.
And you act like this? Have you done civil rights? Have you took that training for civil rights? Yeah. Have you?
Sure, we've went through a lot of training over the years.
Okay. Well, then you would know that I have a right to film out in public. That's on a public sidewalk. And I
told you you cannot.
You told me that's private property, which it's not. It's a public sidewalk. That is a public sidewalk.
I'm not here to argue what is or was not.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is public. You want to tape here? Go ahead.
There's something wrong with you, man. You're really unprofessional for a sergeant.
What's wrong with you?
You really are. You really are, dude. Then you get up close like that thinking you're going to intimidate me.
Nobody's intimidating.
You're trying.
Hey, guys, you know what's funny is that we just got joined by a soulless demonic entity from the pits of hell. And what's funny is that Rogue Nation, it's like a cycle, right? It's like Rogue Nation thinks it's funny that we can't stand the fact that he's a horrible, soulless, inhuman piece of garbage. And the fact that he thinks it's funny that he's an inhuman, soulless piece of garbage proves that he's an inhuman, soulless piece of garbage, which just makes him laugh even more that we would say that, which the fact that he thinks it's funny just proves even more that we're right. It's hilarious the way that works. It's like the more of a scumbag he is, the less feelings he has, the less empathy he has, the more of a sociopath he is, the funnier he thinks his psychopathy is. It's really strange the way it works with him. He definitely needs mental help. I truly believe at this point, like at first I thought he was just a douche canoe who liked to film people for money. But now I truly do believe that Rogue Nation, after seeing his last couple interviews, I really do think he has some serious mental problems and he desperately needs help. I'd say I feel sorry for the guy, but I mean, the more he tortures other people and the more victims he creates, the funnier he thinks it is. He thinks it's funny what he does to people. When he gets someone fired, that's funny. When he gets someone arrested, that's funny. When he ruins someone's life, that's funny to him. He's a lunatic. He's a sociopath. So welcome to the chat, Rogue. Have fun douche canoeing it up today and ruining more people's lives when you go out to audit. And then laugh, ha, 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 and count your money, ha, ha, ha. And then, someday, somewhere, you're going to mess with the wrong one and you're going to fuck around and find out. Sorry. You're going to FAFO. And hopefully we'll all be there to see it. Because you're one of the ones who deserves a lot of this. A lot. I hope you get tased today. Look, I'm stabbing the voodoo doll with the taser to see that you get tased today right in the face. Yes. Oh, in the balls. Have you get tased in the balls today? Yes. And tased in the chest. Yes. Oh, we hope you get multiple tasings. Yes, and I hope it's all on video. And I'll show it tomorrow and say, see, the doll works. I got Rogue Nation tased. The Graham and Bob Show. What's up, Bob? Good to see you. Well, thank you, Bob. Great to see you as always. Stabby, stab. That's right. Catwoo, what's up? Sorry, I saw Rogue Nation in the chat, so I gave him what for. I don't know if he's still here, but it's weird because, like I said, like it's it's so bizarre with Rogue Nation specifically because the fact that this stuff is funny to him just goes to show even more how insane he is and how pathetic he is that he actually thinks this stuff is funny. You know, kind of like what's his name? There was this guy named Albert Fish. And if you don't know about him, his story is pretty intense. He was a serial killer, but he wasn't just like, oh, I kill people. I mean, he was way out there. Like, he would like kidnap babies, eat them, and then send their parents letters explaining exactly how he prepared them in the oven and how he cooked them and what they tasted like. Like, I mean, the dude was absolutely batshit. He was nuts. And but the thing is, like, you couldn't do anything to him because he liked pain. He was a masochist. So, like, if somebody caught him doing something bad and they started beating the crap out of him, he loved it. He got off on it. He enjoyed it. So, Scriptcat, thank you for the $2 super chat. Your name is once again entered in the contest to win a voodoo doll. Yay! Good luck. Oh, man, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But so anyway, he would have made a great frauditor. Yeah, right? Durku, 1977, what's up? So now, commentator auditor, what's up? So some of you may be thinking, how in the world can I compare Rogue Nation to Albert Fish? Well, I'm saying psychologically, the fact that all of the things that normal human beings would consider to be absolutely the most horrible, atrocious things that could ever happen to someone, not just doing them, but if they happened to him, he thought they were fun. They thought they were pleasurable. He loved it. He sexually got off on it. Same thing with Rogue Nation. The more horrible something he does is, the more funny he thinks it is. The more vicious and vile his behavior, the funnier he thinks. I know what I'm going to do. This is the greatest joke ever. I'm going to walk up to people with my camera. And when they say, why are you filming? I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I'm dying. I have cancer. And this is just my last days. And I don't want any trouble. I just, like, that's so funny. I'm pretending I have cancer. An entry for Glenn since he's paying for this. All right. Thank you. That's beautiful. All right. Yay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, you're in the contest. All right. And I actually put it down as Glenn. All right. Anyway, so just again, just to restate, I'm not comparing the level of evil of, Rogue Nation and Albert Fish, because obviously compared to Albert Fish, Rogue Nation is a saint. It should be canonized, right? But psychologically, the idea that Albert Fish got sexual pleasure from being horrible, and the fact that Rogue Nation thinks it's funny to be horrible, like there's something wrong with his brain, like when he does things that would make us want to take a shower and talk about walk of shame. Like, if I did the things he does, I'd probably want to commit suicide. He laughs. Oh, this is so funny. Hey, you know that single mother with the 4 kids whose husband died, and she's working her fingers to the bone trying to take care of her family? I got her fired today because she asked me why I was filming her. Woo-hoo! That's so funny. Oh, I'm such a funny guy. Rogue Nation. How can you compare Albert Fish to Rogue Nation? I just did. Let me explain it one more time. I'm not comparing the level of evil. Obviously, Albert Fish was way more evil than Rogue Nation. I'm saying the idea psychologically that when Albert Fish did something horrible, the more vicious and the more horrible, the more sexual gratification he got out of it, psychologically is the same as when, what am I saying wrong? I'm trying to, so yeah, I probably am going over, but the fact of the matter is, Rogue, the more vicious and vile he treats other people, the funnier he thinks it is. The more vicious he is, the more vile he is, he thinks it's funny. And he thinks it's funnier the more vicious and vile he gets. Psychologically, it's the same basic idea. What word did I say? I'm sorry, Vestige. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. YouTube doesn't like that word. Well, guess what? I don't get my damn live streams monetized anyway. I should start, right? But not this one, obviously. Oh, man. There isn't a lot of, here's the thing about live streams, and this is why, and that's the other thing. You guys who've been following me for a while know, I hope, that I was thinking about, in fact, if you look at my Hezokuai rants videos, that's what they are. I went back to some of my live streams and took bits and pieces and edited them together into my Hezokuai rants videos. So now Frauditor Troll has a whole nother channel where he just takes bits and pieces of his live streams. And now I'm like, man, people are going to think I stole his idea. I'm not saying he stole my idea, but I mean, I've been trying to do that for a while now. But anyway, the point is there isn't a lot of rewatch on the live streams. That's why the super chats and all that stuff becomes so important, because you could monetize a live stream, but it's only people rewatching it later, that counts for. And live streams don't get a lot of views after the stream is over. I mean, they get some, but not like just a regular short video does. But anyway, well, I'll tell you what. Peck, since you're from Australia, I think that word is kind of out there. It's kind of like, hey, what's up, Tony? What's up, Bill? What's up, you? Copyright strike, Frauditor Troll. He stole my idea. No, Troll's awesome. He's a big supporter of the channel over here. No problems with Frauditor Troll. So anyway, let's watch a little bit more of this stupid.
It's not working, dude. You don't scare me. Because you got a badge doesn't mean you scare me, bro.
I don't need a gun.
Okay, well.
I don't need anything.
You're a thug with a gun and a badge. That's exactly what you are.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
A thug.
And you're a punk. And you're a punk.
I'm a punk. I'm a punk. I'm a want to film here. Why can't I film here? This is on public. Okay, then why you tell me where I have to go film? I'll film wherever I want to. Yeah, I will. So is that it? Are you done? Are you done acting unprofessional yet, or what?
We're gonna stay together the whole day.
Okay. I mean, isn't there some kind of crime that you could actually go be taken care of right now?
No, you're harassing people.
I'm harassing people. Okay, how am I harassing people? Tell me exactly.
The woman that she's talking to, she will sign disorderly conduct for us. Okay. So we're going to arrest you for disorderly conduct.
Roasted.
For what? I haven't been disorderly. What? Are you serious?
Yes, I am. This woman that you were filming says that you threatened her.
I didn't.
She did feel good, but you disrupted her everyday routine.
How? I walked away.
She asked you to stop filming. She said you continue to film.
Can I just walk away?
No.
You could have walked away for the last half an hour that they've been telling you
should
to
just walk
leave.
away
You
still
could
get
have
a chance, but she says she's willing to sign disorderly conduct arrest against you. You want to hold on this camera? Yep. Thank you.
Can I get another supervisor down here?
I am a supervisor.
All right.
He's my supervisor. Boom.
Roasted.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Just leave people alone, sir. That's all you have to do. You're not taking us to court. You're taking a woman to court. She signed disorderly arrest.
Yes. All right. And that's another thing. I'm sure most of you guys have noticed by now that it has become so prevalent. This whole idea of like, I'm leaving. Okay, so leave. No, yeah, I'm leaving. All right, then leave. No, I'm leaving. Oh, yeah. Why are you arresting me? I told you I'm leaving. I've said this before. The way these guys act in those types of situations is like if you got somebody's arm and you're literally breaking their arm, like the bones are snapping, and you say, I'm not breaking your arm. I'm not breaking your arm. And then make the argument that, but I told them I wasn't breaking their arm. Yeah, but if you broke it, what difference does it make what you said? They always, every time they get trespassed, well, I said I was leaving. Yeah, but you didn't leave. That kid would have never got arrested if he would have left when they told him to leave. But of course, he, like they always do, he's going to turn it into, you guys are telling me to stop filming. Then why are you still filming? Why does the video exist for us to watch if they stopped you from filming? They just told you not to trespass. If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. I just, sometimes when I listen to these guys talk, the way my head feels, I picture like a big, like a big pad, like a big orange pad. You know those tight ones that like punching bags are made out of? Like that big heavy padding, like a big thick, like maybe 3-inch piece of padding, like this metal tube that would be shaped almost like the wishbone of a chicken, right? Like the thing comes down and then it has two ends on each side of your head, and there's a big pad here and a big pad here, and it goes back and forth like this. And as I'm watching the videos, it gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until my head's going. That's what these guys make me feel like when they talk, because they're so stupid. Head bouncing back until the brain turns into mush and starts dripping out of your ears and your eyeballs and blood coming out. Yes, that's what these douchebags do to me. That's why I need this. Get some soap and wash your mouth out with soap, because they're always talking trash. Crap talking poojdas. Butt munching bungholes. Anyway, let's see what else we got on deck this morning. So there's another one here. This is a little bit of a cool down after that. Gotta calm down a little bit. Get a little too crazy for the lazy, paisy, chasey, daisy, gazy, lazy. Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity presents. can't tell if these are written by or for frauditors. It's crazy. Oh no. I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but I turned myself around. Horses, lay down. Please don't call 911. This is great. Left leg close, pretty close. Oh man. What? Oh man, that is frauditor logic. Nice. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Uncle Artie. That was brilliant once again. If you guys aren't subscribed to Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity, you gotta watch that. Oh, Script Cat's got something for me. Can we get a link to whatever she's talking about here? Hey, Unclean Hands, what's up? Oh yeah, Unclean is using my new I made a voodoo doll emoji. How's that working for you guys? Because I know some of you guys have been requesting new emojis, so I came up with that. All right, let's see. Script Cat got a new video for us. So let's watch that one. Why not? Just got to go to YouTube here because, like I always say, I'm always looking at StreamYard, so I miss a lot on the actual YouTube side of it. So let's get back here. Oh, yep, there you go. Peck got the voodoo doll. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. Little Chihuahua's using it. Yep. Looks good. I'm working on a Perry. I got it. Thank you, Salacious. I'm working on another one for Perry the Platypus. The problem is the pictures I have of him right now, when they shrink down to the size of an emoji, you can't even tell that it's Perry the Platypus. It just looks like a little green dot. So I gotta resize the original picture so that when I shrink it, you can tell what it is. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and check out what Script Cat has on deck for us. It's called "Don't Reach for That Cop's Gun." Oh boy, I can tell this is gonna be fun times. People reaching for cops' guns. Oh boy. Oh, people are so stupid.
We need EMS for him. We need to first aid him. He's trying to grab my gun.
Hello, everybody, and everybody else. My name is Script Cat, and this is Script Cat Says. This video is from The Law Lens. Link in description. Take a look at their stuff. Subscribe. Tell them I sent you.
On February 4th, 2023, at approximately 11 a.m., Virginia Commonwealth University Police established a speed trap at the 300 block of West Main Street. An officer attempted to stop a vehicle that was observed driving at 50 miles per hour in a 25 miles per hour zone. The driver of the vehicle was later identified as 31-year-old Paul Willis IV. According to the bodycam footage released by VCU police, Willis exited his car and failed to follow the officer's commands to sit down. The officer attempted to force Willis back into the vehicle, and Willis lunged forward and tried reaching for the officer's firearm.
Hey, man, you can sit in your car. You can sit in the car, man. You can have a seat. What? Have a seat. So I'm stopping you for going 50 miles an hour to 25.
What are you talking about?
So I need you to sit down.
I think you're messing with me.
So no, I'm not.
I think you're messing with me. I think you're messing with me.
No, you need to sit down. Have a seat. Have a seat.
You're
okay. I'm not messing with you. You
Why
need to have
are
a
you
seat.
grabbing me? Why are you grabbing me?
Speed
I
them up.
want to talk to somebody.
Okay, have a seat. Have a seat.
Why
Have
are
a
you
seat.
grabbing me?
Have a seat now.
Why are you grabbing me?
Have a seat.
I'm not.
Have a seat. Or
I
turn around.
haven't done anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit
Sit in
down.
the car.
Sit down.
What's in the
Sit
car?
down. Sit down. He's trying to grab my gun. He's trying to grab my gun.
I'm not really sure why you decided you wanted to die on that day, but you came awfully close to it, son.
Get off my gun! Get off my gun! Get off my gun! Get off my gun!
You know what you did?
Lay out flat on your back! Lay out flat on your back!
You know what you did? You kept grabbing. You kept grabbing. You put up a grab. Hey, I gave up. I gave up.
This video is exactly the kind of video that travelers should be forced to watch. Even the frauditors, cop watchers, anybody. Look, why do cops act the way they do? Why do cops do what? Because stuff like this happens to them every day. What would the frauditor say? Well, the cop should have just left the guy alone. And what? Let the guy take his gun and shoot him and start shooting? I mean, like, this is what they should have to watch. Say, look, this is what cops go through on a daily basis. These are the people they deal with. So when they're dealing with you and you're thinking, well, why are you acting scared? Why are you acting like a coward? I'm not going to do anything. How do they know that? How did they know this guy was going to do something? Until somebody does something, they don't know what they're going to do. That's why they have to be prepared for anything. They don't know that you're a douche canoe who's just doing it for your little YouTube channel. They think you might be one of these guys. They don't know. Idiots, man.
A little too late.
All right. 7-12 morning custody.
7-11. 7-11. I'm already sleeping. When it stopped, you left me forward. You left my car forward.
I believe he told you exactly why he was stopping you. 50 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone, I believe it was.
That's why I drove over here. I thought he was a fake cop. He left my car forward.
Not once did you say you thought he was a fake cop. You didn't even ask.
Okay. Okay. We need EMS for him. We need to first aid him.
Willis was charged with obstruction of justice and a felony count of assault and battery on a law enforcement officer. Willis is being held on bond with additional charges pending, according to VCU police. The incident remains under investigation and is pending adjudication in the Richmond City Court system.
That was awesome, Script Cat. I'm sorry, I was muted for a second there. Durku 1977 says, the reason the guy reached for his gun is because there wasn't a sign telling him not to. These guys with there has to be a sign, there has to be a sign. What, do you need a sign to tell you to wipe your own butt? What, do you need a sign telling you don't try to steal a cop's gun and shoot him with his own gun? Like, and that's why that the video that Uncle Artie sent over was so funny. Because these guys with their, well, there's no sign saying this. Well, there's a sign, but it doesn't violate my rights. Blah, 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 blah nonsense. You know, then, oh my goodness gracious me. Well, first of all, Jerry, here's what I would ask him. If you thought the guy was a fake cop, why did you step out of your car? The guy gets pulled over. The car walks up to his window. The cop walks up to his window. If he's a fake cop, there's a line of questioning you could do. See, here's the thing. And this is kind of important to understand because I want to make sure that idiots on their side that are going to hear me talking aren't going to misunderstand my argument, right? My argument is based on legitimate legal arguments. Like a lawyer would tell you, if you get pulled over, you don't have to say a word. You literally don't even have to open your mouth. But you do have to provide your license, registration, proof of insurance, whatever they ask for on demand. You don't have to talk to them to do it, but you have to do it. Even a lawyer would say that. All right? So it's not like all of these different ideas, and this is part of the problem with these guys. All of their ideas do come from real things, like the Moors. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship is a real document. It does exist, and it is legit. But guess what? Morocco, the country in Africa, and the United States, their two governments get along and have not been at war with each other because they signed a treaty. Like, that's what it means. It has nothing to do with, but in other words, they take these real documents, right? But they bastardize them and they cherry pick them and they turn them into they change the definitions to fit their false narratives, right? So a lot of these traffic terms, a lot of these traffic codes and stuff that they talk about do exist. You know, there are ways around it. If you get pulled over and you think the officer might be somebody impersonating an officer, there are people who do that. But there are things you can do about that. That's where, in the real world, not in their brainless world, the idea of telling the officer that you need to see a supervisor becomes important. That's where getting a name and badge number becomes important. That's when that stuff matters, is if you legitimately think that this guy isn't a real cop. But even though that is a thing that does happen, that's not how these guys are using it, right? This idiot, if you think the guy's a fake cop, you're going to step out of the car. If he's a fake cop, you're just giving him more of an opportunity to do something to you, to hurt you, and then reaching for his gun? No way. And even if the dude was a fake cop, like, you're in court and you're on trial for murder. Well, why'd you shoot the guy? Well, I shot him with his own gun. I stole it out of his holster and shot him with it. All right, so life in prison or the death or the gas chamber. But he was dressed like a cop when I shot him. All right, well, if you didn't shoot him, then we'd prosecute him for impersonating a police officer. But now that he's dead, we're going to have to prosecute you for murder, you idiot. What's up, Empty Woods? Yeah, like Earl. Speaking of which, I have Frog's update on Earl. If you guys want to watch that, we can watch that next since he came up. Let me play that one next, since he just came up in the chat. Good morning, Miss Monday. Good to see ya, as always. I love you guys so much. I got the best fans, I'm telling you. Always the best. All right, here's a Frog talking about News Now Houston, David Earl Warden's latest updates.
Short video on Earl David Warden. Breaking news is that his motion for a new trial has been denied.
Yes.
That is, his motion for a new trial has been denied. I suspect the next stage will be for him to appeal that decision, but we'll wait and see whether or not that happens. So, Earl, the convicted rapist and of both an adult and a child remains in jail.
Yes.
No doubt he'll soon be transferred back to the custody of the Texas Department of Corrections. Thanks for watching.
So there's the latest update. David Earl Warden, Earl David Douche Hammer Canoe Sauce. News now, Houston. He just got found guilty a little while ago. And now that he filed to have a retrial, that motion was denied. Yes, it was denied. That's right, Unclean Hands. Wait, what? Denied? Yep. So now he has to appeal the decision to deny the appeal or the request for another trial. Obviously, they found that, they looked at the original trial and said, I don't see anything wrong here. And just kept going. Let's see. Just a moment. Let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's get back onto let's see. All right, sorry about that. So we got this. The next thing I wanted to show. This is a little bit different. This is something from. Oh boy, this is. I already know. This is something else. All right. So this is what I'm about to show. I'm not going to show a lot of it because this guy is another one of these guys who I don't know how the heck he became a guru, because he has the personality of a dead frog. Like, people, the United States government is actually according to UCC, the dude is like boring. So I'm not going to show too much of him, but I want to show a little bit because this is new. Like a lot of the sovereign citizen guru stuff that I find is like some of it's from the 70s, some of it's from the early 2000s, maybe 2010, 2018. But this is from like a couple weeks ago. Like this dude is active right now. He's on tour. People are paying money for his lectures to hear him spout this nonsense. And it is mind-boggling how this is still a thing. And people are still trying to spread this idea. And like you would think by now, especially after the Darrell Brooks trial, everyone will realize that this stuff is BS. But here's another guy who's selling tickets to hear him speak, obviously making that money. And here's just an example of some of the stuff he says. His name is David Straight. And this is from a YouTube channel called The Quantum Angle. The Quantum Angle isn't his channel. They're, crazy. But they paid him to come in and give his lecture. So this is an example of the kind of stuff that this idiot's going around trying to sell to people.
A year before the Declaration, the Navy followed just a month or two after.
The Navy, there's your maritime.
Right after that came the Marines. We won't talk about the Air Force. We weren't flying back then. Okay. Air Force was developed out of the Army.
Hold on. I'm going to rewind real quick because I want you guys to notice something.
Okay.
What is this? That is not Old Glory. That is not the American flag. The reason why I'm 47 minutes into this is because I skipped the whole bit where he explained why he uses this flag and not the actual real American flag. And the fact that these guys love, I mean, the Frauditors especially, Chili de Castro is one of them, they love to harp on about the blue line flag and how it's a desecration of the American flag. Take a good look at this flag, guys. Tell me that this is not exactly the kind of thing that these people complain about. The stripes are facing the wrong direction. It's blue stars on a white field instead of white stars on a blue field. And I know that this is actually a thing, but so is the blue line flag. It's actually a thing. But this guy is trying to make it sound like this is the real flag, and that, the old red, white, and blue is actually the corporate fiction nonsense.
Air Force was developed out of the Army. But we had the Army, the Navy, and the Marines before we had a country.
Exactly, Script Cat.
And this nation was under the UCMJ. And there's a reason I'm going to tell you this right now. Now's the time to start bringing this out.
Oh, boy.
Because the military is in control. And they always have been.
They're clapping for that?
But there was an act of Congress called the Posse Comitatus Act that existed so they couldn't get involved in civil matters. But we've always been under the Lieber Code, under martial rule since 1861. Who put that into place? Lincoln. Our first bar association president.
Oh boy, there he goes with the
We
whole
had
bar
other
thing.
attorneys as president before. Well, they weren't attorneys. They were lawyers, law sayers. That's where lawyers
boy,
come
there they
from.
go,
Law
pronouncing words
sayers.
wrong on purpose.
And we had other presidents prior to Lincoln who were law sayers. But Lincoln was the first bar lawyer.
Well, thank God he freed the
You
slaves.
know what the bar stands for, don't you?
Yeah, it stands for you're
British
an idiot.
Accreditation
No,
Registry.
lies.
We've had treaties over the years. The last one was 1947 that allowed the Bar Association to operate on these shores as foreign agents. Any member of the bar is a foreign agent.
Prove it.
They're supposed to register under FARA, the Foreign Agent Registration Act.
No, they're not.
They
Prove it.
rarely do. Rarely do. President
Well,
Trump
where's your
wanted to get
proof?
rid
Where's
of
your evidence?
FARA because it costs our government about $5 million a year to run that office,
What office?
and nobody was registering. Do you understand it's a requirement for them to register, though?
No, we don't. Show us. Prove it. You're just saying
What I'm
things.
telling you by saying that is that there's certain things that we need to start demanding from our Department of Justice.
I demand you stop trying to
our
scam
courts,
people out of money
our
by spewing this nonsense and
magistrates,
getting paid for it.
and our
And
judges.
there's a big
We
old
need to
peace
start
flag right behind
demanding
them.
their oath of office.
See that?
A copy of their corporate charter. We need to start asking them for their license to do business in this state or any state that you're in. You will soon quickly find out they have no license to do business in your state.
Why? Because you said so? Like,
Start asking them for their Foreign Agent Registration Act.
they won't give it to you because they don't have one because they're not a foreign agent, you
Document.
idiot.
See, there
I
are
wish I
no
was in that crowd,
judges
but
in
then
the
again, I wouldn't
state.
pay to sit and listen to this idiot.
Listen to what I just said. There are no judges in a state. There is only magistrates in a state.
According to who?
Operating under administrative rule.
Prove it. Evidence.
Administrative rule.
According to who?
If they're magistrates operating under administrative rule,
Right.
and the president, who is the
But they're not. So your
chief of the Department of Justice, appoints a secretary of the Department of Justice. What branch is the Department of Justice under?
Justice Department.
Go ahead and say it. The administrative branch of government.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's new information for some of you. I can see that on your faces.
Dude, like that was a mic drop moment or something. Like, what are you talking about?
The
you
only
idiot?
Article 3 courts operating in the United States is the Supreme Court of the United States and the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Because it's been in continuous existence even before the Supreme Court.
Yeah, but you see, Unclean, he doesn't need to pitch anything because they're paying
That's
him to
it.
speak. That's the crazy part.
What
People
else
pay money to
operates as
listen
an
to this
Article 3
garbage.
court? We the People's Courts.
Oh, no.
We the People's Courts. When we set up our common law juries.
So all of us.
Now, in
just
order
on
for
the
you to
street,
set
like
up a
mob
common
rule,
law
in other words?
jury,
What? Let's hear
you
what
have to have a country
Yeah.
that you set it up under.
The United States of America.
What has
yeah.
President Trump been saying for years in his rally?
No, boy.
That this nation is a nation of 50 nation states.
Ray
He's
W. for
always saying
$5. How can anyone take him seriously in that shirt?
This nation is 50 nation states united.
Thank you so much for
for
the
a
super
cause.
chat. And that also buys you another entry into
Yeah, but they're just under the UN treaty. But they're still there.
Voodoo Doll raffle.
They just operate a little differently because of the UN treaty coming
I would
first.
burn that shirt.
Yeah, Alaska and Hawaii is what he said. There's some differences there.
Looks like
A
somebody
little bit of
barfed their
difference in
Monster Energy
Louisiana
drink on
because
his
they
shirt.
adopted the Napoleonic Code as law. And it's also a little different in our Commonwealth states. Our Commonwealth states were republics before they were Commonwealth.
Okay, but
And they
so
chose
what?
to be Commonwealth states. A Commonwealth is the Commonwealth of England.
Oh boy. Where?
Understand that,
Prove
you
it.
guys.
Show me.
They
Show me the
operate under
evidence that
English
what
law.
you're saying isn't just word salad you're pulling out of
Let's
your
say
rectum.
Nothing's different. The entire United States operates under English law. Always has.
No. That's not true.
And where did that descend
douche
from?
British common law,
Roman
Magna Carta.
civil law.
What?
English law descended from Roman civil law.
Oh, so we're the Roman Empire. I got you. I thought we were Morocco.
We've got to understand one important thing. And I start a lot of my seminars, most of them, off with
That's
this
not
one
me. The people
important
who
thing.
posted this video are blocking him.
And people ask me all
They
the
don't know how
time,
to
David,
YouTube.
how do I talk to my family who doesn't believe?
Show them
Or how do I
evidence.
talk to my friends
Show
who
them
don't
proof.
believe? I like
That's
my
how.
friends, but they don't believe.
Offer them evidence. Offer them proof.
And I say,
Just saying
why don't
these
you
words.
start off precept upon precept? Don't throw up all over him. Don't just give him a whole bunch of information, but start off with your first precept of there's two or more of everything, and teach them that. And when they grasp that concept, they'll start to grasp the rest. They'll begin to grasp the rest.
Wow. There's a lot of stuff
When
in the
my
world.
seminars started
Didn't
to
you know?
go from
There's
more than
stuff
20
in the
people in the
world.
room, who the next month it was the same 20 people. And then the next month it was the same 20 people. And then all of a sudden new people started to come in. Is when I was starting to teach there's two or more of
Yeah,
everything.
when the people who are there leave, they have to put
That's
their
when
keys
things
in a
started
jar
to grow.
when they first
Because
come in.
people could
And
get
then you
that
randomly grab
concept.
keys, and that's who you're going home with at the
So
end.
I'm going to cover that a little bit today.
I bet he has a
I have
cardboard
to.
box full of case law.
It's that
like
important.
Blandino.
You probably heard it a dozen times. And for those that have,
This
I'm
is
sorry.
so hilarious. This is the video. That thing on
But
the
we
screen
have the
is
United
them,
States of
'cause
America,
they don't know how
this
to
beautiful
YouTube.
country
They
of
paid
mine,
this idiot to come and talk, and these stupid
where
people
we
in the
all
audience
live.
paid to listen
It's
to him.
beautiful from sea to shining sea.
And then they're going to broadcast it on YouTube, but they keep accidentally putting that
I think
screen
we
in
have
his face.
as much or more diversity in this country than any country in the world. We've got beautiful beaches, great
Thank goodness.
plains.
Good.
We have swamp.
Yes, we
We've
do.
got the Grand Canyon, the high deserts,
Oh, man.
the beautiful snow-capped peaks.
I'm just going to leave
We've
this
got
guy
so
going.
much beautiful farmland.
Oh, yeah.
One of the hardest things for me is watching them kill it, poison it from the air and from the water.
Oh, no. Now you're
And
going to
watch
get
them
into
kill my nation.
playing people's emotions.
And they're doing it. We got people on video, road crews that spray the antifreeze de-icer on the roads.
Hey, I
Got
resemble that
videos
remark.
of them pulling up on a bridge
Yeah, pollution
and
is bad.
emptying their
I know. What
trucks,
does that have
what's
to
left
do
in
with
their
all this
truck at the
nonsense
end
he's
of their
trying to
shift
spew?
into
Why
the
would you
river.
bring that up? Because he's trying to play on the emotions of the crowd. He saw he was losing
Poison
them.
they're dumping into the river.
Like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I know. Like I said,
Yesterday,
I'm not going to play the whole thing because this
I don't
guy's
know
so
if you
boring.
guys-
But I just wanted to kind of illustrate the point that this whole, when I first started, I was doing sovereign citizens and a little bit of frauditors. But after a while, it seemed like the whole sovereign citizen thing was as dead as the flat earth thing. So I was like, okay, obviously everybody knows now that that's BS and nobody believes in this crap anymore. So I'm going to move on. But then I see guys like this. And again, this isn't something from 10 years ago. This is new. This guy's on tour right now doing this, giving this speech from town to town to town. This is still out there. Daryl Brooks, absolute proof that this is still a thing. There are still people who are spreading these false narratives, these lies, and they are dangerous. And that's why I always keep harping on Daryl Brooks. Like, people who believe this stuff think they could get away with murder, literally, based on these insane ideas. I mean, obviously, we all know that's not why he did it, but that's why he thinks he could get away with it. Man, this stuff, oh, man, this stuff is scary. Yeah, and then those sovereign citizens that got pulled over and that shot those cops that time, like, these guys are divine on tour. I don't know. I didn't actually. I started to investigate him a little bit. I'm not sure how much he charges for his speeches, but it's definitely quite a bit. Definitely more money than I have. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so Daryl Brooks didn't really believe it. Yeah, who knows? This guy's an idiot. Well, yeah, Daryl Brooks might have just been using that to try and, get out of it. But I mean, they all ultimately do, Yeah. But what's funny is while I was watching that, I started getting all these things in my recommendations. I'll have to watch some of them. Maybe we could cover tomorrow because that peace flag, that desecration of the American flag that they use is starting to pop up a lot in my recommendations now since I watched that idiot. So anyway, let's get to it. This is a video from the collaborative observation. This is an interesting one because of the way this whole thing goes, just you'll see. It's hard to kind of I think this is from Europe or the UK, so it's a little bit different. But
Can I do a Freedom of Information Act request?
No, you don't do them here. You do them online.
Online?
Yeah.
At police.it.gov or? So you guys, are all the police officers of Victoria on a website with your pictures and your names and your job titles? No. So how would I get, like, say, all the police officers that work at this station, their name, titles, and?
What's the reason you need them?
I need it for my personal reason, yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you filming at the moment?
I am.
Yeah, can you read this policy here? Conditions of entries you don't film. Okay.
Was that past that door? I'm not going past that door.
No, but condition of entry into the police station, including here. So I'm not going to engage with you unless you're willing to comply. You can have a read of this if you'd like.
Yeah, I've seen those signs before.
Okay, so I'm not going to engage with you.
So you're going to refuse me service?
Mate, you're not complying with condition of entry.
I've just got a simple question, mate. There's no one in here. You're going to refuse service. Can I get your name?
No, you're not.
Can I get your name? Then I want to make a complaint about you. Can I get your name? Can I just get your name and badge number so I can make a complaint, please?
Yeah, I've just had a quick chat for myself. So because you're not complying with the condition of entry, I'm happy to serve you and take your inquiry, but just not while you're filming.
Not while I'm filming.
Yeah, correct.
Even though it was just us two in here, you guys wear body cams.
It's not what I want. Okay, it's literally written here the condition of entry, and
That's not a law. That's not a law.
Yeah, but that's fine. Like by law, I don't have to talk to you.
You have to provide me service.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm happy to only if you abide by the condition of entry. Do you understand?
No, that's not a law.
No, but do you
The
understand?
law says I can record in public. I'm trying to record my government.
That's not what's conditioned on the condition of entry.
That's
Okay,
a
so I'm
policy.
going to disengage with
That's
you
a
now.
policy.
Okay?
Can I get your name and badge number? Can I get your name and badge number and I'll leave? Can I get your name and badge number and I'll leave? Hello?
But you see, this is why I say, like, I know that the laws out there are different than here, so I can't really comment too much on it. But you can tell that the guy's look at it, kicking the tires. Come on. How is that not specifically going out of your way to try and get negative attention from the cops? Walking up to the squad cars and kicking the tires. Come on, man.
Touch the police car.
Sorry? I'm allowed to touch them, mate. They're public property, mate.
It's not public property.
It's public property, mate. It's public property, okay? I'm doing a pressure test. Can I get Karen's badge number there? Which he refused to give me the badge number. No. I'm gonna check the cars, mate. Check them all. This one's a bit flat.
Have you read this law?
Yes, I have.
What did you find down there?
No, it's a public. That's not a law.
It is a law.
That's a law.
Yeah, and tampering with a motor vehicle is. And you saw you
I wasn't kicking him. I was
until you
doing.
get your identification.
I was doing a pressure test on the tires. I'm allowed to touch the cars.
You're not.
Come outside, please.
You're not a mechanic. You're not hired
I
by
gotta
the
get that
state or the city
constable's
or
badge
whatever they
number.
call
He
it in
refused to give me his badge number.
to check
Don't
the
touch
tires
me,
of
mate.
police
I'm not tampering. You got no evidence. I was doing a pressure test like a mechanic, mate.
So you
No, you were being an idiot.
I'm allowed to touch the public property. Can you stand the 2 meters, mate? Like, whoa!
Yeah.
At the moment, you're arrested tampering with your police car.
What
evidence have you got?
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Hold still. Do you understand that? Where's your identification?
There's the cuffs. He got himself some bracelets. Yes. The Frauditor got the cuffs. I love it. Love it. Yay. Like, I like how I like it how in when I see people from other countries try to pull this nonsense, and the cops like don't spend 45 minutes talking to them about it. They just grab them and lock them up. I wish we had more cops like that here. And the fact that our police here are so patient and sit there and talk to these guys for so long and give them so many opportunities to fix the situation, or to at least, get a citation and go home or whatever, leave. Okay, fine. And then actually leave, right? American police are like, and I get mad at them. And I see, you watch the chat. People are getting, why is this cop sitting there listening to this idiot? And yet these idiots are talking about what horrible, evil, rotten tyrants the cops are. Why? Because they actually sit there and put up with your nonsense for an hour before they finally decided to fold you up and put you in a cell where you should have been 20 minutes ago. They give you every opportunity to leave or to just take the ticket, give your ID, give your ticket, go, nice, done. Oh, man. They always let these guys go. It's insane. So it's good to see that in Europe, or in Australia in this case, outside of this country, people in other countries actually tend sometimes to react properly to these guys. I have seen, we discussed it a little bit yesterday, but I actually have seen videos, and I'm not talking about like Selmo when he went, to Guam and started filming. I've seen people in other countries, like I think like, I don't remember if it was Sweden or Switzerland or something. It was somewhere up there, what's up in Scandinavia. But whatever country it was, I don't remember, but I remember that somebody tried frauditing out there, and you would think, oh, out there, the cops probably are really not going to take any crap from these guys or whatever. But what was very interesting about it was an idiot walking around with the camera. Everybody was just like dumbfounded, like nothing happened, because they're just looking at him like, why would, like, it didn't compute in their brains. Why would somebody want to walk around filming these things? Like, if you were filming like some fancy, like old, like I could see if you were in Prague and you were filming the buildings, because they're literally the oldest buildings on earth besides the pyramids, or you know what I mean, in Europe, the oldest buildings in Europe that are still standing, like I could see someone just randomly roaming around filming if you're trying to catch that stuff. But just in general, being like downtown somewhere and walking around into a post office or whatever and filming, people are just looking at them like they just don't get it. The concept okay, this idiot, dumb, I don't get it. Ratchicle had one from the Netherlands. Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of, because he's Dutch, right? It's not the law enforcement department's fault. Well, that's just it. This is what I've said. Like, if you following this as long as I have, I've seen the progression. It started with the post offices and this and that, and on one side, and the flip side was the cop watching. And ultimately, the idea was to get the negative response from the cops. But it grew so much that police started being trained. There have been official memos that have gone out to all police departments where they're supposed to be trained not to engage with these guys at all. So that's when these guys started going after random people even more, because then the random people keep getting pushed and pushed and pushed until they call the cops, which forces the cops to engage. And now the cops have to engage, and the frauditor gets their, negative reaction from the police that they were looking for to begin with. Horrible, evil, rotten, no good, tyrannical Frauditors. Brought to you by Stupidity Incorporated. So before we continue and get back on with the show and watch the next couple of videos, want to remind you guys, especially those who have just joined us recently, This Saturday on the Hezokuai and Frauditor News Network show, we're going to have Doc Danger. Then next Saturday, we're going to have Blue Bear. And then the Saturday after that is going to be Commentator Auditor. The Saturday after that is the day after St. Patrick's Day. I don't have my guests for that day confirmed yet. So that's still open. But then the Saturday after that, Mark Stout, Frauditors Exposed, is going to be our guest. So keep those things in mind for the future. Salacious has my whole schedule in her calendar as well, I think. So we could keep up with that. So let's keep going with the show. I got a couple more things I wanted to show. Having some fun, don't you know? We're going to start with the latest from KFAR. That's right. Did a movie character just go postal on Last Days of Freedom? This is a good one because KFAR is going a little bit like he's kind of experimenting with some different types of edits. So it's cool to see where his
jump back to Springfield, Tennessee with Jeremiah Payne.
Yes.
Auditors of America, Last Days of Freedom. We're going to see 2, possibly 3 dumb people. One of them, not an auditor. She kind of looks like Professor Trelawney from Harry Potter, actually. He's going to decide it's a great idea to, in the middle of the night, run around the streets with a megaphone. How he afforded the megaphone without a job, no place to live, and no car, God only knows. He's actually going to be part of this video as well. He gets called out. He's actually at the beginning going to run the same conspiracy theory he had before where, oh my Lord, they're harassing me. They're keeping track of me while I'm walking the streets. And if it's anything like my last video, he's going to park himself very close to a police department or a sheriff's department or the state police office that's in the city and wonder why he's seeing cop cars. It escalates very quickly. There's going to be many bleeps from both sides. I'll try to get those. If not, YouTube will tell me that I'm a bad boy. Enjoy.
Ah! Here comes another one. Look, guys, here comes another one right here. Look, there's another one, guys. 740.
I can't. You don't have to record me. 3 times so bad.
Fuck the police! It's full of pirates. And I will do this every single day until they kill me. And that's coming very soon. Because I promise you, that's what's going to end up happening. Auditors of America on YouTube, check it out, and you will see what your local police are doing.
Okay, so I thought this should be known. Auditors like to use this. Oh, I'm live. Check me out on this. Blah blah blah. Check this video and the shorter version of this video combined have 732 views, and he's got 14,000 subscribers. I think people are getting sick of Jeremiah Payne e-begging and using his daughter to get money, which is kind of gross.
To innocent people. They created me. They have forced me to become and do this. When you have done everything the legal way and the justice system does not work. The justice system only works if you're a cop. If I was a cop and wore a badge, it'd be different. But they allow a cop to attack and assault and place his knee in my throat and chest and choke me out right in front of my 5-year-old daughter.
Or just don't break the law in front of your kids and try to, fight the police. Easy fix, bud.
I know that, brother. I'm not looking for the government to save me.
Oh, now that we know. Yes, sir.
I know that, brother. I don't want the government to save me.
Quit preaching hatred.
I'm not preaching hatred. How am I preaching hatred?
Hatred towards the
I am
cops.
by telling everybody what the cops have done to me. That's preaching hatred. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're. If I'm preaching hatred, then you're preaching hatred. All I'm doing is telling people what they did to me and my family, banning us from every grocery store in this town so we can't buy groceries.
Praise God, and He'll change your situation.
Oh, I know that, brother. I know that. And that's what I say. And you think the cops are going to change? No.
Quit breaking the
I know
law,
that,
and the
brother.
cops will leave you
Trust me, I
alone.
know that.
Well, we were raised in church, and we know Jesus Christ, but we know that. We both know.
I'm not preaching hatred.
We were raised in church.
Going on in this country, you need to watch out what you say, because I know that. Do you know who you are, brother?
Oh, Lord Jesus,
Oh, finally, I get to say my joke. They know Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure they think Jesus Christ is the name of their drug dealer, so I don't think they get it. I've heard the word brother less times at a family reunion than these four people have said back and forth, yelling across the street to each other in Springfield, Tennessee. None of these things matter. If they trespassed you from every, not every police department, every supermarket in the city, which I can probably find by the end of the video how many there are, you probably did something wrong, Jeremiah Payne. Normally businesses, if you were going to give them money and you're at all a decent human being, they will be like, thank you for your money. Here is apples. Here is pizza. They're not just going to randomly be like, oh, yeah, that guy, I don't like him. See ya. No, they're going to take the money. Back to the brother show, I guess.
I know exactly who I am.
Seriously, though, like, K-Fire makes a really good point there. Like, if he's actually telling the truth, if he is literally banned from every single grocery store in the city, then that means that he did something wrong in every single grocery store to be banned. Like, who's the bad guy? And like Unclean Hand says, maybe it was shoplifting, right? Like, you get caught once, you go to a different store, you get caught there, you go to a different store, you get caught there. And from Jeremiah Payne, it probably is. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it was even worse than that from him. So, like, they never tell the full story. It's all this, for some reason, the police, through their horrible, wicked, evil conspiracy, just randomly decided to pick on this particular guy for no reason and convinced all stores in the entire city to ban him from all the stores. That's not real. That doesn't work that way. Even if he is banned from all the stores, that's not how it happened. That's impossible. You would go to a store, you get banned from that store, so you go to a different store, get banned from that one. They don't just ban people because it's a person. They ban you because you went in there and did something wrong. But of course, he doesn't tell that part of the story.
They started talking to me. They started talking to me. Hey, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. They started talking to me.
Welcome, brother.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to lay hands on me?
It's me, I swear to God.
You swear to God what, bro?
Hey.
Swear to God what? I'll let you get the first shot, bro. You don't scare me. She's gonna call the police.
This is where Jeremiah knew he.
You gonna touch me?
People is old folks.
They started talking to me.
Them folks is old, cuz.
I don't get the out of my face.
I don't got to get out of your face.
God, you touch me and you're going to jail.
I don't have.
You don't know who I am.
No, we right in front of the police department.
Good.
Right in front of the police department.
Sorry to bust in real quick while the good action's happening, but she just confirmed it. The police department is right there. So why am I seeing cop cars? Because you're at the police station. Sorry, loser.
You're not going to do nothing.
You don't disrespect these people.
They started talking to me about Jesus. You don't know what you're talking about.
Tell
We
them
want to know me.
Jesus Christ.
Tell them
What the hell? First of all, All right, so unclean hands. So he wasn't just guessing, apparently. Earlier when I said that unclean hands said that the reason he's been banned from all these places is from shoplifting. Apparently he has a video of him getting banned from one of these places for shoplifting, and that's where he came up with it. So, yeah, there you go. I made a short of her spitting at him. Yep. Peck gifted more memberships. Thank you so much, Peck. Once again, you're entered into the Voodoo Doll contest. Let's see. All right. Put Peck in there. By the way, Peck, I just wanted to say something to you off camera. So drop me an email, Hezokuai@gmail.com, because I want to talk to you. I got something to say to you, boy. You've been naughty. All right. But anyway, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so you're going to call the cops to save you from this lady. And I love the fact that these guys are so vicious and so vile to the general public. And then their fans will come into my chat and argue till they're red in the face that these guys are out there fighting for the rights of the general public. Yet the general public obviously hate these guys' guts. They're spitting at them. They're breaking their cameras. They're punching them. They're tasing them. They're getting pepper sprayed left and right. Like, obviously the general public doesn't want these idiots, quote unquote, fighting for their rights, which we all know is Stein. Garbaggio.
And that I know Jesus. You won't shut up and listen. You won't listen. You don't know what you're talking about.
Why would anyone listen to an idiot?
Go on.
You do need
Maybe you should be driving drunk.
need Jesus.
Maybe you do because you don't know what you're talking about.
Right there. How about you get your phone? Call DCS right now.
Yeah, you do that. Do that. Let me get your license plate number.
I'm a DCS worker.
That's
What an
good.
idiot.
Go ahead, do it. Why are they gonna take my daughter?
Where to start, Jeremiah Payne? Because you basically pimp her out on social media so that you can e-beg for money, which is, again, extremely gross. You are currently, to my knowledge, homeless, jobless. You were living out of your car, but that's no longer a thing. Honestly, it would probably be what's best for your daughter and what's in her best interest.
269 Brian George Robert Garrett.
Well, that's not the phonetic alphabet.
It is, and I got them.
Come on, Sam. Come on, let's go.
You don't disrespect none of them. And the police is gonna tell you the same goddamn thing. What kind of drugs you on?
Actually, I've been sober 11 years. We've been sober 11 years.
I'm going to go ahead and press X to doubt. Thanks.
But you look like you've been doing a little bit too much meth, woman. Get in the car. Get in the car and go on.
Stop.
What are you gonna do? Touch me? Lay your hands on me. I don't do drugs.
What kind of drugs?
I don't do drugs. Look at my eyes. I don't do drugs.
I can tell you look like it.
Really? Let's do a drug test right now. Look, you blocking traffic. What you're doing is breaking the law right now.
All goddamn day, cause I'm not.
Get your ass in the car and go home, you stupid Karen. Got it.
Jeremiah.
License plate number again. She just assaulted me. 269 Brian George Robert Garrett.
It's still not the phonetic alphabet.
Call the police right now. Pull over here. Pull over here. Because you just spit on me. Do you realize you could have just gave me fucking AIDS?
You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
What kind of car is it? You call him. I'm recording. I'm live on the internet.
You're an idiot on the internet.
It's a Nissan Sentra. It's got a Lakers license plate on it. You work for the county? You won't tomorrow. I promise you. By tomorrow, you will be fired.
You really want me to call 911?
Yes, she's just spit in my face.
She spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
You realize I can get fucking AIDS from her?
You idiot. That's not how that
Come on,
works.
bitch. What are you gonna do? Come suck my dick.
I can't go jump.
You probably got one, don't you?
You going about disrespecting them, and look what you're doing in front of them.
Hey, look,
she
wait,
just
wait,
spit
wait,
right
wait.
in my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a new member. Ann Belgrade just joined. Thank you so much for joining. And you are entered into the Voodoo Doll contest. If you weren't aware, you just have, by doing that, you now have an entry. In the first week of March, I'm going to pick a name. Grand prize is going to be one of these Frauditor Voodoo Dolls, handmade by my fan Salacious. It's got his little gimbal with his thing filming the cops, his fake press pass for News Now Moron, his tiny black little heart, his rotten teeth. It's just, things are so great. He's got the handcuffs, all the plastic bits, printed out, 3D printed by her son Mason and designed by him. We got the untied shoes because they're too stupid to know how to tie their own shoes. And then we got the pins. We got the taser pin if you want them to get tased. We got the soap pin if they need to wash their mouth out with soap or need to get clean. We got the gavel pin so that the judge can give them what for. Grand prize is going to be one of these and a copy of my book, The Frauditors Handbook, How to Suck at Life, by Hezokuai Jenkins, which is also available if you just want to buy it on Amazon. Link will be in the description below. And a booster pack of 10 random cards from my card set, Heroes versus Idiots. These are two examples. We got the Glenn Serio card and the Unclean Hands card. And if you want a whole set of these, you can email me. Or my next giveaway, I've decided, is going to be for a full pack of cards. There's 110 cards total. So in the meantime, thank you so very much for your membership. Let me go ahead and add your name to the list. And Belgrade, excellent. Or is it Belgard? Thank you so much. Oh, it's Anne with an E, like Anne of Green Gables. Oh, yeah, see? You thought I didn't know about her, huh? I used to watch that all the time when I was a kid. And Belgard became a YouTube member. Thank you so much for joining.
Face, I probably got AIDS now.
Okay, can you do
She drives a black Nissan Sentra. The license plate is 269 BGRN.
It's in the middle of the damn road, drunk.
Hey, turn your headlights on.
She's trying to road push our kids
Headlights.
and she's literally like in the middle of the road, drunk. She's pull down road now. In our faces, spit in our faces.
She just spit right in my face.
Can you please send an officer out?
Hold on. I need to clarify something. Maggie K said 110 pictures of frauditors. No. I'll explain them in a little bit more detail. All right. I'll actually take them out. This is the one I'm actually giving away, so I haven't taken them out of the plastic yet. I want it to be pristine to whoever wins. But what it is there's 110 cards total. 55 hero cards. Like, here's the Unclean Hands. Well, you know what? I'm going to open these because I'll get another set if I'm going to give a full set away. That won't be until next month anyway. See, I can't even do it right now because I don't have a knife. So there's 55 of the heroes. So you got Unclean Hands in here. There's a Schrodinger's cat card. There's a kick card. There's who else? I got a commentator auditor in here. I got Blue Bacon's in here. Artie's Corporate Fiction's in here. We got them all in there. Logical, The Unhallowed Night. And then the other 55 are the idiot cards. There's the Glenn Serio, but I also have Auditing America and Rogue Nation, all those guys. These are what the backs of them look like. I designed those skulls. I just thought, honestly, I designed those skulls a while ago, and I just thought they were cool looking. So when I was trying to come up with a back, I just decided to use them. And TGC is the card game. Schrodinger, yes, the Schrodinger card. There's actually 3 different cards for Schrodinger. Does the game come with a rule book? No. Yes. No. Okay. Here's the thing. The whole thing with the card game is when I originally designed the cards, it was a gag. It was meant to be like a novelty thing. But so many people love them and actually want to play them that since then I've actually developed the game. So when I first made them, I didn't actually have a game. It was just meant, like I said, to be a novelty. But since then, I've actually designed the actual game. So I have to come up with the instructions and how to do it and this and that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make something, and I'm almost done. I'm actually working on it. But it has to be something that, the size is right so that if you print it out at home, it'll have the little spaces for the cards will actually be the actual size of a card. But I have like a placemat that explains what to do and how to do it. And it'll be fun. Basically, what it'll be is in the center, there's a post office, like a picture of a post office, and a city hall, and a police station. And what you do is you take your cards and you fight for each location. So if a frauditor invades the post office, then you throw your idiots versus heroes card. So if an idiot invades the post office, then you want to play a hero card to beat him and knock him out of the post office. And you want to go through 3 locations. And the reason I decided to do it that way is because I purposely went out of my way to make the Schrodinger's cat card so OP that if you were just playing against the other person, if you had Schrodinger's in your hand, you'd just throw that down and you'd win no matter what every time. So by making it 3 separate locations, if you play a Schrodinger card, you might win that location, but you still have to fight over the other 2. But again, that'll all come out in the wash. Yeah, it will be. It's going to be great. What I want to do, if more people are interested in it, is because I've actually, like I said, I've been designing stuff like to print at home, but I might actually make a deluxe box set that will come with a real nice, fancy, like actual card pad, and put it, because I send them right now in this tin, but I do have a design for like a nice, fancy box with all kinds of printing on it and all the cool stuff, but all that stuff is way more expensive. So I wasn't trying to make it so that no one could afford it. But again, that's why I'm thinking that after this month's raffle with the Voodoo Doll, maybe for next month, I'll do a raffle with the cards, and maybe the grand prize of that one will be one of the really fancy pants versions of the cards, to make it unique. Well, anyway, my dog's going nuts, so let's put this video back on while I take care of her.
We're outside of my father's house shelter trying to walk our.
And this crazy woman right here ran up and spit right in my face. This is her car right here. License plate 269, Brian George Robert Derrick. I'm not on your property. The city owns 15 feet on either side of the highway. Learn the law, buddy. Okay, you'll see. The city will tell you 15 feet from the center lane of that highway they own. See them drains? You don't own this. The city does.
Well, I tried my hand at editing, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the little clips I added in. I think Jeremiah Payne overestimates how far 15 feet is. This road looks quite large. 15 feet from the center line doesn't reach to a private business's parking lot, so he's kind of wrong on that one. A lot of auditors get that wrong, but it is what it is. We're going to continue this. It says it's another 10 minutes. We're not going to watch it because he goes for a little bit till the cops come, then he cuts it and then resplices on the first half of the incident. We don't need to watch that. We get the gist of it.
But she moved her car finally, but
You're going to protect somebody who just spit in my face? That shows what kind of person you are. Oh, I got it on camera. The cops are getting ready to see it. Oh, yeah, now God bless you, huh?
come on, stop. Quit arguing with her. The cops will be here in just a minute.
Woman, you of Satan. You of Satan. Y'all want to act like y'all are good in my father's house? Shit. But yeah, y'all separate families? Yeah, y'all are real good.
So, Mr. Payne, you didn't have a problem giving away, I believe it's your 2 sons, which you owe close to $100,000 in back child support. Not pointing any elbows, but that's kind of shitty. Hopefully I can say that without getting demonetized at this point. You literally live on the street. You don't have a job. You even complained, oh, I'm going to have to move to the next city to get a job, blah, blah, blah. Then do it. It's part of being an adult. You have a family to take care of. Do what you have to do to get a job. I really wish people would stop shaming people who want the best for kids. Oh, you separate families? Well, if they have a shitty dad, yeah. If their mom nods off in the park, not, but I'm a junkie, yeah. Those are the type of people that don't need to have children. That's not good for the children to be in that environment. So don't shame people for going, yeah, that's not physically or mentally the best for a child to be living on the streets with, in my opinion, two junkies. But to each their own. They were coming at this lady for being a drunk driver, all while continually slurring their words. Jeremiah Payne slurs his words in every single video. His wife rarely talks, and now we know why. Stop shaming people who want the best for children. It's disgusting.
I'm on the phone with emergency people. Just put Artie.
They spit in my.
On their way here. Emergency services are still on the phone. So this is dispatch. She's waiting until an officer gets here.
She needs to be tested when they get here. She's obviously.
I think part of the problem with that too, like what Kfar was just saying, is that these guys, and especially Jeremiah Payne of all people, these guys have this idea, this notion that, you know, they can come out and do all this stuff. And again, look at who he's talking to here. These aren't cops. These aren't, you know, public workers. This isn't servants. These are just random people on the street that he's arguing with and swearing at and causing these problems with. And so much of this auditor movement that supposedly was designed to fight for the general public's rights and freedoms has turned into attacking the general public. They go after the general public more than they do anything else nowadays. Just random people on the street. The random people on the street are getting sick and tired of it. This is what I've been trying to say for 2 weeks now. And more videos like this keep coming out where it keeps getting worse and worse. And it just keeps escalating. Because again, people are being educated. They are learning that if they call the cops are just going to say, well, he's allowed to film and let him go. So people aren't going to bother calling the cops anymore. They're going to start taking it into their own hands and doing things like this, where they're going to start going after the frauditors themselves. The frauditors want to teach people. They are teaching people. They're teaching people that people hate frauditors. It's not good. They're not helping anything. They're not helping the general public. They're pissing the general public off. That's what they're doing. The end game, well, it's to make money. We all know that. But their argument is that the end game is to, fight for freedom and rights. But it's not. Why would they go after the people whose freedom they're supposedly fighting for? And again, it isn't just this one incident. Video after video after video after video. The last video we watched before this. What happened? The guy got in all this big hubbubaloo. Why? He's walking down the street. There's a lady sitting down, looking at her phone or whatever she was doing, minding her own business. And he stops walking, turns around, and points the camera at her. Like, she didn't approach him. She didn't say a word to him. She was completely minding her own business. Then he pointed the camera at her. She's like, what are you doing? So he starts following her with the camera as she walks away. I'm just a person. Like, what did they do to cause all that? This Jeremiah Payne, we all know that he's a piece of garbage anyway. But, oh, man. Yeah, who wouldn't want to spit in his face? And then, he's not afraid. And I mean, then again, this is Jeremiah Payne. So maybe he actually is that stupid. But the fact that she spit on him, now he wants to have her arrested. The guy who hates cops is calling cops, right? Because she has to be forced to take an AIDS test to make sure he's not going to catch AIDS from her spitting on him. First of all, how stupid is he to think that? Second, how is that more insulting to her? Oh, that lady must have AIDS. No, Jeremiah, you're a meth addict and an idiot and a shoplifter, and that's why you got banned from all the stores, not because there's some anti-Jeremiah Payne conspiracy in the universe.
Obviously on something.
Yeah, that is true. I'm in the middle of the road for like 15 minutes arguing with somebody over something. Over nonsense.
Guys, share the hell out of this. Get everybody in here right now. This crazy Karen right here don't know what the hell she's talking about. She's obviously on meth or something. Obviously you do. No. Okay, yeah.
I mean, maybe she's not on drugs.
You're getting ready to go to jail, watch. You're about to go to jail, watch. Hey, spitting in somebody's face is called assault. Spitting in somebody's face is called assault. No, don't go inside. The police are coming. He can't protect you.
She was in my father's house, I guess.
Yeah, the owner of my father's house told her to go in.
Wait a minute, guys.
Okay, well,
I just realized something. We're watching a video by Jeremiah Payne. Jeremiah was a douchebag. He had no friends in life. Nobody understood a single word he said. And I think he beat his wife.
That's assault, and you're going to jail. I do want to press charges to the fullest.
okay, well, this is just dispatch, Sherman. I mean, the dispatch lady is just.
Hey guys, share the hell out of this.
He probably
Once again,
already
we
has
walking down the
that
road.
AIDS.
This
They're
dude
trying to
starts
blame it
preaching
on
to us
her.
about Jesus because I'm walking down the road telling everybody what the police in this town has done. Y'all will see the static recording coming tomorrow actually I'll edit it and upload it tonight of where she spits in my damn face. Right in my face, y'all. Give me a wipe.
Trying to look for an officer there.
Guys, I need y'all to smash that like button and share the hell out of this. Y'all are about to watch that four-eyed woman go to jail. It's free speech.
Calling her four eyes because she wears glasses. What a class act this guy
I'm not
is.
arguing with stupid people because they'll drag you down to their level and beat you with
Clean your
experience.
face off where she spit on you.
Yeah, there you go. Because it's true, too. Jeremiah had a bullhorn screaming how much he hates the cops. When someone said, hey, man, you're spreading hate, he called her a to the fullest. Who talks like that? Oh, yeah, Jeremiah Payne. Yeah, this guy is so, man, last days of freedom. I'm telling you, he hasn't wiped the spit off yet. Yeah, because he wants to leave it on so he has evidence when the cops who he hates so much show up to arrest the girl who spit at him. And as always, with every single one of these douche canoes, the way they explain what happened, the narrative never matches the content. Always something different than what happened, what they tell. Oh, well, they try to sell a bunch of lies, and their fans love it. They think it's great. And what a rhymed cop would stop. Cop, stop, mop, pop, flop. Jeremiah is a flop. He's going to call a cop. He ain't never going to stop. Oh, man. Anyway, the point is, we just watched it, right? The whole thing. They didn't just come up to him and start talking about Jesus and then spitting at him and he doesn't understand what's going on. What they were saying was, you got your bullhorn talking about how much you hate cops, and then they started talking about Jesus because they were saying, dude, you're walking up and down the street trying to spread hate. But because, from Jeremiah's point of view, because it's hate towards the cops, that makes it okay. It's okay, even though hate in and of itself is a terrible, evil, horrible, rotten thing. you know, on a religious level, it's okay if it's against the cops. That's okay if you hate them. Like, no, that's not the way it works. You either accept this stuff or you don't. And he obviously don't. It doesn't. So yes, they were telling him to stop spewing hatred, and he's turning it into, I was walking down the street and all of a sudden these religious nuts come up to me, start talking about Jesus and spit at me, and I don't know what happened. Yeah, we all watched the video. That's not that's not at all the way it went down.
That's a sex.
Mr. Pain in my rectum almost killed him.
I promise you, by tomorrow, my father's house will be shut down. Yeah, they did. Everybody, my father's house in Springfield. Here's the copper. Right here. Hey, over here.
I'm the one called you. Okay, they're here. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, now Mr. I Hate the Cops is a rat all of a sudden?
So they're going to go talk to them first. I'm the one that just got assaulted, and they're going to talk to them.
I'm the one that called. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we were doing this and that.
Hey, sir.
I'm the one that called. I'm the one that's on the phone with dispatch.
We're the ones that called y'all.
Yeah. Okay, I called.
Oh, see, yeah, they're going to take up. See, guys, everybody see this stuff?
The one that assaulted him, so. Great, this is going to be fun. Yeah,
I'm live.
You always tell me I don't record, but you're going to have to go out of it to show them the video. So you're going to have to go out of your live. I'll record this. You go out of live. But it's funny. We called 911 and they go to them.
Are you still on there with them?
No, I just hung up. The lady hung up because the cop pulled up.
What's funny about his name, The
Oh,
Last
look,
Days of
that's
Freedom,
the same dude that came to the park that
Yeah,
day.
I
is
know.
eventually
Oh,
he's
yep,
going to end
this
up
is
in
gonna be
jail.
fun.
So he really is filming his last days
know.
of freedom.
Because she's at my father's house and she didn't do nothing wrong. 3 cops.
She was in the middle of the street for
I'm the one that
15
called
minutes.
911.
Oh, so, I don't know.
Oh,
They said
I
they
know.
had so many people, different people calling.
Oh, I'm the one that called because he was the one that got spit at by the lady.
She spit literally right in my
Oh, we have it
face.
on video. She really pulled it.
I have it on video. She stopped in the middle of the road.
Which one?
The one you were just talking to with the black and the black. I want to press
She want
charges.
to press charges. She literally stopped.
She
in the road,
stopped. She was
traffic.
like, sir, she was
You have
like
it on
this
video.
close to me and boom, a loogie right in my face. I have it on video.
We.
You know I record everything, man. So,
Yeah, we got.
and I'm live right now. So,
I mean, you're gonna have to show him the video of her spitting in your face, probably. I guess everybody over there called.
yeah, you're going to go to jail.
I mean, even if you're arguing, even if you're yelling in a megaphone, it don't really matter. She
It's
shouldn't have
called
got-
free speech. They need to learn about it. It's called the First Amendment.
Right. She shouldn't have got in the middle of the road. Stop
When you
traffic.
spit in somebody's face, that's the lowest thing you can do to somebody.
I mean, that is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, you did. I got it on
We actually
video.
have it on video. The spit, you spitting in his face. Show the cop.
Yeah, all in black
yes,
with the
yes.
red.
All right, guys. So that's the video. It goes on for another 3 minutes, but he just loops around the part where she spit on him. We already saw that. I cut out the part where he put it in slow motion for like a whole minute, cut that part out. We saw it once, we get the gist. He said he wanted to press charges, said she was going to get arrested. The video didn't show that. Neither video that he had showed it, even though he had his camera and her camera. I don't know if he's waiting for the grand reveal or not. So I couldn't wait. It's 2:00 in the morning on a Wednesday. So I called the Springfield, Tennessee Police Department. No one was there or they were busy, blah, blah, blah. So it instructed me to call their dispatch, got on there with dispatch, asked him about this incident. He knew about the incident, couldn't give me the outcome. So he instructed me to fill out a records request, which I did. So I threw that over 2:00 on a Wednesday. So I should hear hopefully by Friday. In the body of this request, I literally typed in the date it happened, that I wanted to know simply if she was arrested, ticketed, or released with nothing. So hopefully I hear back quickly, and hopefully it doesn't cost that much money or it's free. I know normally it's free if it's really no work. Anywho, we're gonna keep going with this. I'll keep you updated on the travels of Jeremiah Payne. Does he deserve to get spit on? No. Should he have his child? No. He does a lot of dumb stuff. His city hates him. Apparently, he's been trespassed from every grocery store, so I don't know how he's surviving. Probably on McDonald's and meth. Ugh. And the lead paint chips. Can't forget the lead paint chips.
Yes.
Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I did a little bit more editing, a lot less talking, so hopefully that'll sneak by the old copyright strikes. Anywho, everybody have a good rest of your day. Hopefully, you guys are sleeping because I'm not. Peace.
Take it easy, K-Bar. Anyway, I wanted to highlight this because Logan Sandman says Southern California is expecting a blizzard today. I can't wait to see what California considers a blizzard. That is funny. I'm kind of curious to see that myself, because the last time I was in a blizzard, when I was in Chicago, I literally had to walk like this because the snow was up to here. The snow was up to my chest. Cars were buried. Like, literally, like, you could see, like, the roof of the car. It was all you could see. You would have to dig your car out. We had to dig the doors out to open them. Police were on, like snowmobiles instead of in squad cars because you couldn't drive anywhere. People were literally skiing down Lakeshore Drive. Like, the last time I saw a blizzard, snow was literally that deep. So I can't wait to see what California calls a blizzard. Probably like what Chicago just calls Tuesday. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. I'd like to see what a Chicago guy thinks an earthquake feels like. Dude, I guarantee you, if I felt what you would consider just like a normal day, I would think it was literally the end of the world and we were all going to die. But I'd rather have snow than an earthquake, because snow melts. Earthquakes, they just keep coming until you crack off and fall into the ocean. So good luck with that. Let's see. So now, for those of you who are already aware, there was this video that a couple people covered yesterday, just from the other day, of New York State audits. So for those of you who don't know who this guy is and what the story is, he recently, yes, we have sleet. What do you think? There's no weather in the United States? We have every kind of weather. The United States goes from desert to freaking Alaska and everything in between. So any kind of weather pattern you can imagine at some point or another goes through the United States at some point. Oh, boo. Oh, she wasn't charged. Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, we get sleet. Well, I've actually had like hailstorms where you get those big ice balls that pop you in the head and break your windshield on your car. Bad stuff sometimes. Bad stuff. And the fog's so thick that you literally can't see where you're going. Man, bad news. That stuff is not fun. I remember one time, and I never understood certain people. And I don't know, maybe somebody in the comments is one of these people, and maybe you could explain it to me because I don't understand it. People who drive fast no matter what the weather is. I'll never forget this because, like, it was one of these situations where, like, on one hand I felt bad, and on the other hand I was happy to see something bad happen to someone. Kind of like with these frauditors, like when they get tased or whatever. It's like, I don't want someone to get hurt, but watching these guys get hurt, it's kind of like, well, let's come up and, you ask for FAFO. So what happened was, it was in the middle of a huge snowstorm in Wisconsin, and I'm driving home from work, and I was working the evening shift. So I was getting off work at like midnight, so I'm driving home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's dark out, and this is out in Wisconsin in the rural part. So there's no street lights or anything. It's just pitch black. Huge snowstorm, and I'm driving really slow. The snow was so bad that I wasn't even looking ahead of me at where I was going. I was looking in front of the hood to see where the side of the road was, because the side of the road was just like a ditch and then woods, or the metal bar or whatever it is, depending on which part of the road I was in. So I'm looking at that to make sure I'm not driving off the road, and I'm going really slow. And the car behind me is honking his horn and flashing his lights at me because I'm going too slow for him. And I'm thinking, why would somebody want to drive fast in this kind of weather? How stupid do you have to be? But I didn't care that he was honking. I didn't care that he was flashing his lights. I didn't care that I was inconveniencing him. I wasn't trying to be rude. I was trying to not die. So I just kept very carefully driving, looking out, watching the side of the road, making sure I wasn't getting off the road, keeping it nice and slow, trying not to slip and everything. So the car behind me eventually got sick of it. And no, Tay's auditors laugh like hell. I'm not a cheesehead. I'm from Chicago. The Bears are the best team in the world. Mike Ditka is the coach of all coaches, and I love me some of them. They're hot dogs over by there, and the sausage and the pizza, you can't beat it. But I was working in Wisconsin at the time. What's up, Roisin? So anyway, I'm driving, and this guy behind me gets so sick and tired of me driving slow that he decides to pull around me, pull into the oncoming traffic lane to pass me and go ahead. So I'm thinking, why do people do that? I'm obviously going slow because I'm trying to be safe. Why is it so important to you to pass me so you could go faster? And I was kind of offended. I was like, what an idiot, what a douchebag. Like, how could you not understand that these are dangerous road conditions? How could you be in dangerous road conditions and not see it? And then maybe like 5 minutes later, a couple miles down the road, the same car that just passed me turned over in a ditch, and the guy who was driving standing outside on his cell phone calling for help. And it was one of those situations where, like, part of me was like, oh, poor guy, he got in a car accident. He's all messed up, but he's not hurt, so that's good, which is where the other part of me started thinking, good. That's what he gets for being an impatient douche canoe. Like, I was driving careful because of the road conditions were dangerous. That's why you slid out and into the ditch, because you're an idiot. And I never understood people who drive like that. Why do you have to drive fast on bad road conditions? Don't you understand that how could you be in a snowstorm and not realize that makes the road slick? I don't care how cool your car is. Physics, the tire can slip on the ice. Like, it's a thing. Wait a minute. What? Hezokuai with DMA was wrong. He says driving too fast isn't why people wreck. Why I'm yes. Yeah, Roshin's like, but I have a 4x4. That means I can do anything. That's the problem. They think, if they got four-wheel drive, that four-wheel drive is the magic anti-ice tool, and you can't slip and you can't get in an accident. Oh, man. Oh, douche canoe. Oh, these guys are douche canoes. All right, I'm going to give you guys a preview. I just thought of it now. I'm going to do this for you guys because you're my morning crew and I love you guys so much. I'm going to give you a preview. I invented a new feature that I'm going to have on Saturday's show. I'm going to do it every Saturday from now on. This Saturday is going to be the first time I'm going to do it. I'll show you the preview today, but I'm not going to tell you the answer. It's on Saturday that I'll show the whole thing and review the answer. Hold on. Give me a second to pull it up. Let me play this video while I'm pulling it up. So The thing that this video that I have here. Oh, I remember we're like a rash to the Frauditors. That's why we love our morning rash. Rise and shine with Hezokuai. We spread like a rash on the Frauditors and become as annoying as possible. Hez is teasing us. Oh, you know it. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. All right. I don't want you guys to look at dead air, so I'm going to play a little bit of this. Now, this is the video I was talking about where upstate New York audits. He moved into a new city, and ever since he's been in that town, he's been auditing, and he's alienating the whole town, and everybody in the town hates him. So he ends up getting in an argument with people and going through all this stuff, and it's a whole big story. And a lot of other channels have already covered it. I actually got the whole thing. It's like, I mean, he's there from day until night. He literally stays there all day. So this is hours and hours and hours long. So I had no plan on playing the whole thing. But since I need a minute to pull something up and to do something to give you guys a preview of what I'm going to do on Saturday, I'm just going to let this play for a minute just so that you guys don't have dead air while I'm looking. Let's see. Have you ever had the experience that some people, when driving, like to race up to the traffic stop instead of just driving normal? Yes. You know what, Lord KJW? That is another thing that absolutely drives me insane is when somebody goes out of their way to aggressively pass me to get stopped at the same light. Like you're in such a hurry to get stopped next to me. And there was an episode of Mythbusters where they did this thing where they had 3 different cars leave at the same time, but try to drive like 5 miles under the limit, at the limit, 5 miles over the limit to see just how much time it saves you. And what their final determination was that like the guy who drove the fastest got like maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds quicker than the guy who got there the slowest. So like all of the things that you risk by speeding and all of the danger that you get into isn't worth getting you there a minute earlier, you know, but whatever. Let's go ahead and put this on while I'm pulling up the other stuff I wanted to show you guys. And again, this is a 2-hour video, so I'm just going to let it play for a minute while I'm doing this other thing.
All right, guys. I guess we get a little video today anyways. I'm definitely going to hang around. Sweet stuff. Cool. We'll get a clip. I'm gonna go in here and see if they have a bad.
All right. So anyway, that's the video where he goes to the bar and the dude is standing there, right? Standing at the bar. And there's a customer whose cam backing literally doesn't say a word. I mean, which supposedly is really what the auditors are fighting for. They're fighting for everyone's right to literally just stand there and film. The guy doesn't say a word to him. He just stands there and films. And this guy goes, the frauditor goes absolutely balls to the wall. Insane. Like, how dare this guy film me? Who does he think he is? So the frauditor, who's supposedly fighting for people's right to film, because someone filmed him literally silently standing way far away from him, he's getting all the people from the bar involved. He's getting the manager involved. He's getting the cops involved. He causes all kinds of chaos. The whole town already hates this guy's guts because ever since he moved in, it's a town with a population of only like 700 people or something. So the entire town hates this guy's guts. But what ends up happening that isn't in the video, but he did a follow-up video the next day. Apparently, and this is why I wanted to bring this up, because this is exactly what I've been talking about. So he makes a video, the cops come, tell the people in the bar, oh, well, he's just filming. Technically, that's legal, so we have to let him go. So the cops leave, and he laughs, ha, 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 and then he goes home. The next day, he posts a video, a follow-up video. Apparently, after he got home, the people from the bar showed up at his house, and they got into a major scrap. And there were people swinging hockey sticks around and this and that. He didn't have any video of that, though. But he's got plenty of people that he's trying to get arrested for assaulting him. And there was a huge fist fight, apparently, over it. So he got attacked big time. But anyway, this is what I wanted to show you. This is a preview of a new feature that I'm going to premiere this Saturday on my show. I'm going to do it every week. This Saturday is going to be the first week I'm doing it. And again, I'm not going to show you the answer today. You'll have to tune in Saturday to find out the answer. But it's a new feature I'm doing on my show. It's a new game called... Wait a minute. Let me get it on screen. Let's see. Where is it? Come on. No, not that one. Sorry, I got to alt-tab this. Here we go. Who's that douche canoe? Do you see it? Or is it just blank? Ah, it looks just blank to me. There it is. Who's that douche canoe? So, kind of like, who's that Pokemon? It's who's that douche canoe? And this is a picture of a frauditor. But I took the frauditor out, and you just see the silhouette. So that on Saturday, we'll pull this up and have people guess who they think that is. I'll give some hints. And then I'll actually show the picture that this is highlighted from. After give a couple minutes for... people to guess and think who they think it is. I don't know. If I give it away now, would you guys not, do any spoilers on Saturday? Or I don't know if I trust everybody. I mean, I love you guys, but like, oh yeah, this is the one where it's so-and-so. Anyway, I just thought that'd be a fun little game to play on Saturday. So we got that. And I put a lot of work into these. I've made like 2 or 3 months worth. I got 15 of them. If I do it once a week, that's 15 weeks worth, actually. And I keep making more. And it actually wasn't easy for me to get the silhouette just perfect, but it is. So that's going to be a regular part of the show for Saturdays going forward, is the Who's That Douche Canoe segment. No, it's not Glenn Serio. Like I said, on Saturday I'll be doing some I'll give some hints. This is again, I just wanted to give you guys a little preview of something to look forward to on Saturday. This Saturday we're going to start playing Who's That Douche Canoe. No, it's not SGV. It's somebody who see, I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if I actually play the game with you guys right now and you won't ruin it on Saturday. Or maybe I'll just do a different one on Saturday. So there you go. This will be the preview. I'll do it right now with you guys. and just to show you what it's going to be. And then on Saturday, I'll just do a different one. So here's your first hint. When I talk about my voodoo dolls and I pull out the soap, this is one of the people who I mentioned needs it. Taco Terry, nope. Georgia Transparency, nope. I'm not a snitch. All right. I'll give you another hint. These lines, like the little bumps on the sides there, that's hair. Bum-ba-da-da-ba, bum-ba-da-ba, bum-ba-da-ba, bum-ba-da-ba. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It looks like we have a winner for dinner. We have a winner. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let me get back in here. Oh, no. Now I got the original. Come on, computer. Cooperate with me. Actually, I'm glad I'm doing this now to test it. Because it's it's a little more difficult to get this presented than I thought it was going to be. So there he is. It's News Now Ninja. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. It's he's not fat. It's his shoulder. Yes, it is News Now Ninja. And so Salacious got it right. She was the first one to guess News Now Ninja. Who's that douche canoe? News Now Ninja, ladies and gentlemen. And now that I know how that works or doesn't work, that's good. I'm glad I did this as a test, actually, because now I know the blank space looked better. Just the silhouette. Now I know exactly how it's going to work. So I'm glad I didn't test it on Saturday. So actually, now I'm glad I did that. $200 sunglasses with a $5 haircut. Oh, Script Cat and Colrock both said Ninja before you did. You're the first one that I saw guess that. I'm sorry. Anyway, yes. So that's what it's going to be. Again, now that I know exactly how it works, because I have done it, I could clean it up a little bit so it'll run smoother on Saturday. But on Saturday, we'll have a different candidate, and we're going to start playing Who's That Douche Canoe every Saturday. It's going to be a feature. I got so many things planned for my Saturday shows. It's going to be great. We're going to start the show with, I'm going to do a few jokes. I'm trying to do like a monologue, but the more I do it, the more I realize writing a monologue isn't something that I really do a lot. Like, I could write funny stuff, but actually writing a monologue of jokes is it's a different type of writing. I'm learning that real fast. But I'm going to come out and I'm going to tell some jokes, and then I'm going to introduce the guest, show some of their videos, promote their channel a little bit, and then I'll have a commercial because I'm sponsored now officially by Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of Stupidity, and he's been sending me some videos that are just for the Saturday shows. So then I'll have a commercial from that, and then we'll watch a video and make fun of it, and then we'll play Who's That Douche Canoe. It's a whole thing. It's going to be great. My son refers to News Now Ninja as dirt chickens. People as dirt. Oh, he calls people that look like that dirt chickens. I love it. All right. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Like I said, at first I wasn't too sure about, doing that ahead of time because I didn't want any spoilers for Saturday. But now I'm glad I did it because in the process, like physically on my end of pulling those pictures up and doing it, I realized what it's going to take to make it work is a little bit more than I had in mind. So I'm glad I figured that out now so that by Saturday I could have it fixed. We got to have a theme song for Who's That Douche Canoe? yeah, what I want to do is I want to get together with Frauditor News Network and have a thing set up. The music, I'm gonna have to figure that out. But as far as the actual intro to it, I want to get with her ahead of time and set it up so that when I say, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play, her and I will both say in unison, "Who's that douche canoe?" And she'll be more than happy to go along with that. K-Far, we just got done watching one of your videos, dude. The whole Jeremiah Payne deal. So that was some amazing stuff, man. That guy is so annoying and so stupid. Nakoti made a comment. What did he say? I missed it. Could go over the 3 types of government property for those who don't understand the 3 types. Oh, you mean right now? Yeah, there's the kind that you can't go on. There's the kind that you can't go on unless you have specific business related to that particular property. And then there's actually public, right? Limited public forum, designated public forum. The idea basically is that, hey, you know what, K-Far? While you're here, I was thinking about something. I wanted to ask you, I got, for my Saturday shows, this Saturday I got Doc Danger lined up. After that, I got Blue Bear. And then after that, I got, let's see. Where's my calendar? I thought I didn't close it. No, I guess I did. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Where's my calendar? Oh, no. Come on, calendar. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Google Calendar. Oh, no, that's not it either. Dang it. Well, Salacious knows my schedule. Nakoti mentioned the song first. Anyway, so I got this. So I got Doc Danger this weekend, the Blue Bear the weekend after that, and then I got Commentator Auditor, and then there's a week where I don't have anybody booked yet, and then the last week of the month I'm going to have Mark Stout. So I'm trying to fill that spot. It's the day after St. Patrick's Day, 5 Eastern. Email me if you might be interested in coming on that day if you can. That would be wonderful. I need a guest for March 18th, Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. I asked, yeah, well, yeah, that's why I'm saying, just email me and let me know if you could do it. Originally, I'll tell you right now, because I haven't heard back yet. I don't know. But originally, I wanted to have Team Skeptic specifically on that day because last year on St. Patrick's Day, I was live streaming and he just showed up. He's like, "Hey, dude, can I have a link?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then Team Skeptic was on my show on St. Patrick's Day. That was the day that I burned Chili's trifold on the air. So since I have an open slot the day after St. Patrick's Day, I thought, oh, that'd be great. 1 year since, you were on the channel, you come on again and we do my Saturday show with you as a guest. But he hasn't responded to me yet. So I still have that day open and I need to confirm my dates because I like to promote the shows. I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you look at my channel, I make little 35-second commercials for them, and I really put the promotion into it for the Saturday shows and try to get it done. Here we go. Salacious got it. March 4th is Blue Bear. March 11th is Commentator Auditor. March 18th, we don't know yet. And March 25th is Mark Stout. Yes. Good stuff. But anyway, it's been about 3 hours almost. So I'm probably going to wrap it up right about here. Thank you guys for joining me once again. I love you guys so much. Love the support, all the super chats, everything. Can't do it without you guys. Love you guys. I will see you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's good that you burned it because for YouTube would fraud on you wiping your butt with it. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, Also, for those of you who are members, you might see that I added the voodoo doll's head as an emoji. By this time tomorrow, I'll probably have an Elvis gnome head emoji as well. I'm working on making that right now. So you got that to look forward to. So in the meantime, thank you guys for joining me. Love you very much. Glad to see y'all every morning. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Yay, yay.